everybody? It's your favorite realtor, Mr. Landlord Status. And today I want to dig a little deeper. I want to talk about what's your why. And I figured this is a good place to start. For a lot of you guys out there that do not know me, my name is Charles Sanders. I am Mr. Landlord Status, and I'm talking to my landlord community and future landlord community. I've been in real estate for the last 5 years. I managed over 200 properties, hundreds of tenants. I help tons of people find affordable housing. I help tons of people become first-time home buyers. I help my investors invest into new investment properties and extending their portfolio. Before that, I was in law enforcement for 13 years. I was a deputy sheriff for about 6, and I was a detention officer for about 7 years. So that is basically my professional career. But today I want to dig a little deeper. I want to talk about your why. What is your why? And this is the topic, hashtag what's your why? What is your why? And a lot of people don't know what their why is. They don't know why they should fix their credit. They don't know why they should become a landlord. They don't know why they go to work. They're just so busy. The world is so hectic. They don't have time to sit down and think about what's their why, what's their purpose, what are they doing here, And I figured this is very important because this will push you and motivate you and inspire you every day, and it will stop you from quitting. It'll stop you from quitting on your work. It'll stop you from quitting on your purpose. It'll stop you from quitting on your calling. It'll stop you from quitting on your life. A lot of people, I feel like they need to know their why, and you need to figure out what it is that will stop you. If you said, man, I just want to give up. I want to give up on everything. I want to give up on life. I want to end my own life. What thought would stop you from doing that? What why would say, you know what, man, I can't do that because of this. I could never even entertain that because of this. And that's the ground root of your why. That's the root, the core of it right there. What will stop you from that? 1, my faith won't even allow me to entertain that. 2, my family. And 3, the freedom I have. Nothing is ever that bad. Nothing is ever that bad for me. So let's not start from the root. Let's build from the root and head towards a more positive direction. What wakes you up every day? What wakes you up every day and tells you to keep going and keep going hard? No matter how many losses you take, no matter how many ebbs and flows and how many times you reach the mountaintop, you come back down to the valley, no matter how many wins and losses happen, what's gonna keep you going? Okay, so what's gonna inspire you? The Latin word inspire, it means to breathe life into. What keeps you going? What gives you a new life? What gives you a new purpose? What's your purpose for being here? Okay, so that's what we're gonna figure out, and I'm gonna help you figure out your why today. I don't know if you guys want to take notes or just take a mental note, but this is very, very, very important because this should get you to act. If you determine your why, how can you be procrastinating if you know what your why is? How could you, just be lethargic, be, apathetic when you know what your why is? So we got to determine our why, because I think our why will keep us inspired. I think our why will keep us motivated, and ultimately our why will keep us from quitting. It'll keep us striving every single day to be better, better, and better. So a tip to determine your why and what your why is what is your strength? What is your strength? Okay. What can you bring to the world? What are you good at? What are you bad at? What is your weakness? Let's work on that. Who do you care about? Who do you love? Who will you live for? A lot of people out there say, man, I'll die for you. I'll die for you. I don't need you to die for me. I need you to live for me. I need you to strive for me. You know, we always glorify people dying for us, but we need people to live for us. Jesus died on the cross so he can live again. That's the ultimate example right there. You know, think about all the artists, all the civil rights leaders, all the people that died, that got killed, that got assassinated. How better off would we be as a world if those people still were alive? What if Abraham Lincoln never got assassinated? What if John F. Kennedy never got assassinated? What if Martin Luther King never got assassinated? How good would hip hop be if Tupac never got killed? How good would hip hop be if Biggie Smalls never got killed? I need you to live for me. I don't need you to die for me. There's only one person that died for us. That's it. That's the only person that died for us that we needed. We need everybody else to live for us. Who would you live for? Who would you strive to live for? That is very, very, very important. Next is, what kind of value could you bring to the world? What kind of value could you bring? What is your voice? You know, a lot of people, they try to be like other people. They try to, you know, mimic somebody else's route. And, you know, I'm famous for saying it's okay to be a copycat as long as you copy the right cat. And that's true to an extent. But it's important that you find your unique skill, your unique purpose, your unique goals. You have your own dreams. You have something that you're dreaming that nobody else has has ever thought about. So we need that. I think it was Les Brown say, imagine all the people that are in the graveyard and how many dreams are dead with them. We probably could have already had flying cars. We probably could have already had teleportation, but those dreams died with people because they stopped or they just never got a chance to do it. So I know I'm getting a little deep for you guys, but these are things you need to think about, because once you determine your why, it should be very hard for you. It should be very difficult for you to procrastinate, to give up, to quit, and to not keep going. And last but not least is, when everything's all said and done, how would you measure your life success? How would you measure your life success? So for me, I would measure my life success as if I fulfilled everything I was supposed to do in my faith. I fulfilled my calling by helping people every day. That's why I started Mr. Landlord Status in the landlord community, so that I can give people free knowledge. I can give them game. I can help them build on their life. I can help them build from generations. How awesome would it be if I not only change your life, but I change your generations? I just removed generational curses with your help. Nobody in your family ever owned a home, but you're the first one to break that. Ooh, that's powerful. Not a lot of people think about that. And now you have become a lord of your land and lords of all kinds of land out there. That's what makes you a landlord. So that's part of my why for starting this out, to give free game. It's because I want to help people, and I don't want people to always have to pay to get help. It should be free. It shouldn't always be, hey, I'll help you, but I'll help you if you do this for me. No, that's why I started Mr. Landlord Status in my YouTube page, to give out free game. That's part of my why. I like to help people, and I've been a helper ever since I was little. You know, my grandmother told me about a dream that I had, that I shared with her, that one day I flew over the city of Chicago, south side of Chicago, and I was throwing money to the people, you know, between the ages of 3 or 5, probably that's how old I was when I told her about that dream. And it's because I just always had the spirit to give, always had the spirit to serve. That's just who I am. I have a serving spirit. And once I find my lane, which I still don't think I've all the way found my lane. I'm finding it, and I'm growing, because your why always changes. You know, I want to be the best brother I could be. I want to be the best father I could be. I want to be the best husband I could be one day, eventually. So it all depends on you. It all depends on where you're going. So when it's all said and done, I want to say, hey man, I did everything I could. I did everything I could do in every aspect of my life. I tried it, I failed, I tried it, I succeeded, but I tried it and I did my best. And at the end of the day, when I meet the Lord, He says, well done. That's ultimately my goal for right now, and that's my why. What is yours? That's what the purpose of this video is. What is your why? And I hope I helped you determine what it is. I know it might be a little bit too deep for a Tuesday, but hey, we got to determine this. We got to build this. Why should you build your credit? Why should you become a landlord? Why are these things important? Because it's been kept away from some of you. A lot of this stuff have been kept away from you. So if it's been kept away from you, it's important for you to learn it, because obviously there's value there. There's a lot of value there. So I don't want to get too preachy, but man, what is your why? What is your why? And if you like this video, or if you have any more questions, go ahead and leave it in the comment. If you want to tag me on something, just tag me. You know, Charles Sanders, Mr. Landlord Status on YouTube, Charles the Brand on Instagram, Charles S on Facebook, hashtag what's your why. And yeah, man, it's your favorite realtor, Mr. Landlord Status. Peace.